Right, hello and welcome back to a brand new video. Now today I'm going to be talking about a film I watched fairly recently. It was about a month ago and I hated it. I recorded this video about 10 minutes ago and realised that I was lying throughout all of it. I wanted to see if people shared the same opinion as me and they didn't. They all liked it and I just realised that I don't care what other people think of my opinion, so just going to go out straight up say I hated the Army of Darkness film. Loads of people are saying, oh, it's a great film, it's a satisfying conclusion to the Evil Dead trilogy. No, I hated it. I went through my old review I was doing a minute ago and was like, it's okay, it wasn't my favourite film and stuff like that, when no, I was lying, I hated this film. Many reasons. First of all, I hated the tone changing. Now, for some films, a sequel can have a good tone change. For example, Alien turned into from a horror to an action film. Evil Dead went from horror to straight up comedy for 3-year-olds. It was ridiculous. Not only did they make Ash a unlikable, obnoxious jerk trying to get home and doesn't care about anybody, but they also ruined the whole practical effects stuff. Most of this was stop motion and CGI. There was pretty much no blood and gore, which is a staple throughout the first two films. There was a few cool parts, including the first 20 minutes and then the shotgun boomstick speech. But other than that, the rest of the film was this boring, stretched out, straight up child's comedy where nothing really mattered. About 3 things happened in the entire film. There's a stupid mini-me part where he fights people in a windmill that are tiny, and not to mention that the CGI is awful in that segment. He gets to the Book of the Evil Dead and he goes to what looks like a poor man's Gandalf, who is literally dressed in, I could make that costume for £10 right now. It is truly shocking. They get rid of the chainsaw hand and they stick the maximum glove from regular show on it for some reason. Literally, it looks like the Infinity Gauntlet from Thanos. What are they doing with that? This film angered me probably more than The Matrix Reloaded. And I did a 16-minute video on that film. 16 minutes! That is ridiculous. Now this one's going to be a lot shorter because there's less droning on and just straight up, I hated this film. I didn't like it at all. There was like 20 minutes worth at the start, maybe less, where it was good. It looked like it was going to be good, but as soon as he gets that maximum glove, oh, it honestly went awful. Awful. And they get Bizarro from Superman 3 for some reason to be in the film as a bad version of Ash. We didn't need the whole type of fantasy element. The first film, simple. Friends go to a cabin, they read a book, things get messy. Second film, straight up continuation. This time he's trapped in the cabin, people come back and he has to fight the people that are turning. Great. Third one, they're in medieval times. He's been sent back in time to fight the Evil Deadite, which is an army of stop motion, trying to capture him and kill him, with Bizarro from Superman 3 helping him while he has the Infinity Gauntlet on. This film is one of the most disappointing sequels I have ever seen. It was nothing like the first two. Maybe if I'd watched this by itself, I would have hated it a little bit less. But the fact that Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 were such great films, and that Army of Darkness is such a disappointment, it's just really, really upsetting to see. Now, on the review I was doing a minute ago, I was like, I don't want people to get annoyed, so I'll give it a 3-star rating. No, this film was awful. It's 2 stars. If that 20-minute part at the beginning wasn't in and the boomstick thing wasn't in, it would have been 0 stars, because this film had pretty much no enjoyment, no real care for anybody in it. Ash became unlikable. The comedy was terrible in it. It was awkward, it was weird, it was cringy, and overall the plot and premise was stupid. It was a stupid film, and I hated it. I genuinely hated it. And I know people will typing up their comments, and I don't care. I didn't like this film. People like it. Rotten Tomatoes people seem to like it. What can you do when a film like this is released almost 7 years-ish after Evil Dead 2? And the weird thing is, although this is just a continuity problem, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now they all take place. The first two take place in 2 days, I think, and the third one might take place in a week. I don't even know. Ash ages about 14 years, and they don't make a comment about it at all. Not to mention that the continuity sucks terribly throughout the 3, but that's for production problems, and I don't really care too much about that. But with terrible, terrible effects, awful dialogue in the majority of it, just overall stupidity. This film gets a 2 out of 5. I didn't like it. It's just my opinion. Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you thought of Army of Darkness. If you like this type of rant review, I'll do Alien vs Predator Requiem next, because that film is probably one of the 5 worst films I've ever seen in my life, along with the Fantastic Four remake. So yeah, comment down below and let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video.